Hello one, welcome back to my YouTube channel, welcome back one. We have more update for the market. The Fed just raised the interest rate by another 3/4 here. Here are the 5 things that will be more expensive in the cost of living and the cost of goods. Now we are paying more expensive than it was ever before. Something we have to look into and even to talk about this. So the Federal Reserve said to combat against inflation, we had to raise interest rate by 3/4 basic point here. So they did that on Friday, further increasing how much we will pay for debt like credit card, mortgage, and other loans. Also, right now, let's look at here. Federal run fund rate, which indirectly determine the cost of loan, has increased from near zero to a range of 2.25% to 2.5%. This is the fourth rate hike in 5 months. Number one, we have to talk about is credit card. We are now paying more interest than ever before. So let's look at here. For a $5,000 credit balance, it will take us an additional 5 months and $868 in interest to pay the car off completely. So according to bank rate calculation, car loan, we are now paying more for what we have loaned out. Adjustable mortgage rate. Wow, private student loan. We are now paying more money to borrow money to go to college. Right now, other variable rate loan too, such as personal loan, business loan, etc. But not to mention, right now, massive uncertainty. Economic are talking about the possibility of a recession and even for massive layoff from different companies. So we have been hearing a lot of companies now the trend are continuing to grow and we are expecting to see more people being laid off as the Fed continue to combat against inflation. Right now, economic Peter Schiff predicted that the U.S. is headed for a massive layoff as the second consecutive quarter of gross domestic product decline pushed the U.S. into a recession under a common but unofficial definition here. Right now, a lot of people are fearful of getting laid off by the company and be unemployed, where the rate of unemployment is still low. But however, with massive unemployment, massive layoff and uncertainty, there is still some lower chance of economy recovering. So this is what economists have been fearing a possibility of a recession. But weekly jobless claims continue to rise and mass layoffs are coming in the meantime. Even though most workers still have their job, they have all suffered huge pay cut as a result of inflation here. So there are a lot of stuff that we have to worry. Not to mention recently Rivian just cut 6% of their workforce, factory employee accepted. So we from the previous day we have heard from other major retailer even laying off their workforce, such as Shopify. So now it's Rivian is next willing to cut 6% of their workforce. Wow, this is a major problem. Trend continue to grow because across all sectors and more companies all begin to adopt in such policies such as laying off employees. So right now, since the startup, the EV startup, they hire around 14,000 people. Now they're going to lay off around 6% of that workforce, which is an equivalent of 840p individual here. Not to mention, convenience store chain 7-Eleven lay off about 880 U.S. employees. This is just another major backlash within the U.S. economy. However, we are still in the verge of a possibility of a recession right now. We are now seeing more companies laying off employees, and this trend continues to be a very problematic issue once the U.S. economy entered that pit hole. 7-Eleven says 880 corporate jobs in the United States. A company spokesperson said on Thursday at a finalized organization structure here. So, for what is going on with the market right now, we are still in a chance of unpredictability. We are not knowing when will the U.S. enter a recession. Now the trends are growing and we are still seeing more companies adopting such policy by laying off employees in order to reserve and to maximize their cash balance sheet. If you enjoy watching my video, please click on that subscribe button and also don't forget to click on that like button too. Thank you all and see you. Have a great day.